It is festival morning in a small Greek seaside town. White homes climb a hill, and olive trees flicker in the breeze. At the center stands a simple temple to Athena, goddess of wisdom. Banners sway, drums pulse, children chase each other with laurel rings on their heads. Along the lane walks our hero Socks, a medium-sized black cat with short fur that glows softly under light. His face has a white patch around the mouth. His tail is black, and his chest and paws are snow white, like he dipped them in milk. He moves with calm curiosity, alert but unhurried. Near the starting line stands Evander, the fastest runner in town. He stretches and grins. "I'll win by a mile," he tells his friends. Some cheer. Others trade looks. A voice in the crowd murmurs, "Speed is a gift. Humility is a choice." Sock's ears twitch, as if he agrees. On the temple steps, elders lift the prize, an olive crown woven from branches in Athena's sacred grove. It stands for wisdom and fair play. "Let our games be honest," the head elder says. "Let victory make us kinder." The people echo the words. Socks watches the crown, then Evander, then the elders, quiet, attentive, as if measuring more than one race today. The elder turns back to the stand. The crown is gone. The square falls silent. The elders search the steps. Nothing. "We cannot begin without the crown," the elder says. A few people sigh, a few whisper. Socks lowers his nose to the stone and breathes in. If honor had a trail, he would find it. He pads forward, tail level, snow-white paws light on the dust. A baker notices. "Look, the cat is tracking something." The elder nods. "Let us follow, but gently. Wisdom often arrives on quiet feet." Socks leads them past market stalls and into the edge of the olive grove. The air turns cool. Olive stones crunch. A red thread hangs from a branch, bright against the leaves. Socks studies it. The crowd remembers Evander's red sash. Nobody speaks. Choices get clearer when we stop talking and start seeing. Socks slips deeper into the grove, following faint sandal marks. He enters a small clearing with an old stone altar. Behind a bush lies the olive crown, and Evander, startled and trying not to be seen. Socks doesn't hiss. He sits. His white chest glows in the shade like a small lantern. His eyes ask a calm question. What matters more, winning or who you are when you win? Evander lowers his gaze. "I only wanted to make sure," he whispers. "If the crown went missing, people would talk about me. I meant to bring it back before the first race. No harm done." He stares at his feet. "I wanted the glory." Leaves stir. The elders and a few villagers step into the clearing, but nobody grabs Evander. The head elder puts a hand over his heart. "What does this crown stand for?" he asks. Evander swallows. "Honor. And what does honor mean when no one is watching?" the elder asks softly. Socks lets out a quiet meow, like a reminder. Honesty is not loud, it's steady. Evander sighs. "Doing the right thing anyway," he says. "I forgot. I wanted attention more than truth." He looks at the crown. "A circle of leaves can't make me great. Only my choices can." The elder nods, but he doesn't lecture. "What will you do now?" he asks. Evander lifts the crown and cradles it carefully, as if its weight is in the promise, not the leaves. "I'll carry it back," he says. "I'll tell everyone what I did. If I run, I'll run as a learner, not a favorite." As they walk out of the grove, an older villager whispers to a child, "See, wisdom isn't a speech, it's a step." The child nods, eyes on Socks's clean white paw prints leading the way. Back at the square, Evander sets the crown on the bronze stand and turns to the people. "I took it," he says. "I wanted the praise without the honesty. I'm sorry." The crowd is very quiet. Then someone says, "Telling the truth is the first good race," and the air eases. The head elder glances at Socks. "Let the games continue." The drums return, cautious at first, then confident. The runners line up. Evander joins quietly. No grin now, only focus. He stares down the track as if it were a promise he plans to keep. Socks settles near the finish line, tail wrapped around his paws, eyes half closed. He looks like a judge, but a kind one. The kind who believes people can change and tries to help them do it. A conch shell sounds. The runners burst forward. The crowd roars. Feet beat the earth. Evander holds a steady pace. He doesn't shove or block. He does not race other people more than he races his own pride. "Run true," he tells himself. "Let my steps match my words." Halfway through, a quiet runner, small, focused, often overlooked, draws even with Evander. They run shoulder to shoulder, breathing in time. Evander can feel the urge to edge ahead with a sly move. He remembers the grove. He relaxes his shoulders and runs straight. On the last bend, a loose stone rolls under the quiet runner's foot. He stumbles. Without thinking, Evander reaches out an arm, not to hold him back, but to steady him. It is only a touch, but it's the kind that decides who you are in a heartbeat. The quiet runner finds his balance, gathers himself, and sprints. The finish line flashes. He crosses first by a single stride. The square explodes in cheers. Evander stops panting, then grins. A clean, surprised grin that feels like cool water. He claps the winner's shoulder. "Well run," he says, and he means it. He lost the race, but he won himself back. Socks rises and pads to the elders. The head elder lifts the olive crown and places it on the winner's head. The branches gleam. The winner bows. He doesn't lift the crown high like a trophy. He holds it level, like a promise he intends to keep. As music swells, townsfolk trade soft remarks that keep the lesson alive rather than saving it for later. A baker says, "The crown looked light, but it asked for strong choices." A fisherman adds, "Stronger than legs, stronger than pride." A child asks, "Did Evander still win something?" His mother smiles. He won the part of himself that tells the truth. Socks weaves through their ankles, collecting these small truths like warm coals to relight later. Evening leans in. Lanterns glow along the street. On the temple steps, the new champion sits with Evander and places the crown between them. Socks hops up and curls beside it, white paws shining. "Thank you," the champion says to Evander, "for being fair when it was hardest." Evander laughs softly. Turns out the hardest moment is the real race. Socks blinks, slow and content. He approves of lessons that walk on their own legs. The head elder joins them, carrying bread and olives. "Share," he says. "Victories are lighter that way." As they eat, Evander looks out at the grove's dark line on the hillside. "I'm fixing the path tomorrow," he says. "I scuffed it when I rushed in." The elder nods. Repair is part of honor. Not only words, work. Down in the square, two children argue about who ran fastest in their game. They spot Socks on the steps and grow quiet. One child says, "Let's run again, but fair." The other nods. They set up new lines and call a friend to be the starter. Their laughter tells the whole town that the lesson is already moving. The champion lifts the crown, studies the leaves, then lowers it gently. "This feels different now," he says. "Heavier, not heavier, the elder replies, smiling. More true. Socks stretches, arches his back, and taps the crown once with a white paw, as if to say, it rests best on honesty. A breeze from the sea slides up the hill and turns the lantern flames. The bronze stand glows. People begin to go home. Musicians pack their lyres. Market stalls close. The moon climbs. On the steps, Evander stands and offers his hand to the champion. Tomorrow, I'll help you train, he says. We can both become better. The champion shakes his hand. Deal. We'll race our hearts first. The elder looks down at Socks. Little teacher, he whispers, what did you teach us today? Socks looks back toward the path he traced that morning. The quiet one, steady and straight. He doesn't speak, of course, but his answer is clear in the way he moves. Walk the truth before you talk it. Win with character, not shortcuts. And if you stumble, return what isn't yours, make it right, and start again. They place the olive crown back on the stand for safekeeping. A soft cloth covers it, like a promise waiting for next year. The square is nearly empty now. The last lanterns flicker. Socks steps into the moonlight. His short black fur glows softly. His snow-white chest and paws shine like small stars guiding a ship. He pads down the lane toward the grove, where the wind in the leaves sounds like quiet applause for good choices. Some lessons thunder. This one walked. It walked with the rhythm of feet on a track, with a hand offered at full speed, with a truth spoken aloud when silence would have been easier. It walked with a cat's calm gaze that asked, who will you be when no one is watching? And that is why the town will remember this day, not only for the winner's stride, but for the steps everyone took toward wisdom, steady, honest, kind. Tomorrow they'll run again, and each footfall will echo the same simple promise. Let our victories make us better, not louder.